Yeah, it's your boy Gruff here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're gonna be doing a discussion, right? I feel like since now I think I want to try to Zenkai every single unit. I got monetized and everything, so I really want to put every single dollar that I earn from this channel into content for you guys, right? So I really want to start Zenkai every single unit as possible. I know like it's gonna be rough. It's gonna definitely be rough, no pun intended. But it's gonna be rough for sure. But I definitely want to try to Zenkai as much units as possible because I think you guys need that. But with that, I think I can able to do a discussion, right? I could actually use the unit firsthand in my my preference and everything, give my honest opinion on the units. So I feel like if I do this, I can do this like the little discussion thing where I kind of just give my thoughts on the unit after I played against them, all the teams I've been ran on, and just give my thoughts on them. And then you guys can give your thoughts just by you watching the videos from me, or say Ryuden, Garesh, Dugos, anybody else's videos, showcases on them, and give your opinion as well, because no one is wrong, no one is right. So yeah, I just want to do my discussion on the newest Zenkai Gogeta. So let's get on with the vid. So I think when I first got him, right, I remember I was reacting to his stats and his pre-kits and everything. The biggest thing that was stand out to me was the base stats. Like when you look at this, right, basically 290s. Ooh. All right, 290 strike attack, 300 blast attack, and then basically 190 on both defense. You look at that base stat. That base stat is really, really good. It's honestly giving me reminds me of like Namek Goku. I know Namek Goku is better, like around like the even the even the LO Super Saiyan 3 base stat. That's what I saw. I was like, oh, okay, this guy's gonna be really, really good, right? But I think what they honed down on him is these two unique abilities. These are not bad unique abilities, right? But they're not the best ones. Usually, there's some Zenkai units like their Z3 and Z6 unique abilities are the reason why they're so dominant. Like 18, for example, 18. Those two newest unique abilities of her are the reason why she's busted, right? So when I checked this out, I wasn't really the biggest like Z3 ability. This ain't bad. The colliding strength where it restores ki and then plus 5 blast damage, right? It's alright, like it's nothing crazy, but it's cool. It's cool, right? But I was like, all right, let me look at the Z6 ability, because usually they want you to spend more CC, right? So they're gonna make the strongest Zenkai ability out of the new ones at Z6 instead of Z3. So I looked at it. I was like, all right, reduces damage by powerful opponent by 10. I was like, oh, I mean, okay. Applies fall effects itself when he enters the battlefield. He comes in with 20 damage inflicted and reduces receive by 10. So when I saw this, this was kind of like lackluster in my opinion. I feel like they could have made this a little bit better, right? Like maybe he could have came in with 30 ki instead of taking like this reduced damage against powerful opponent. Maybe they should have did like come in with 30 ki, 30 damage inflicted, and reduce damage received by like 15 or even 20. I think that would have been a lot better, but I know they didn't want him to be overpowered, right? And I think the reason why this Gogeta was not as good as people wanted him to be. I still think he's good, but people wanted him to be like top S tier, like like in the high S, borderline Z, like around there. People wanted him to be that, but the reason why they didn't want to do him, and I feel like this was the same thing with the purple transform in Broly, it's because he's a Super Saiyan. That's the reason why I feel like they didn't want to go as hard on him on those unique abilities, right? Because he's a Super Saiyan, everybody's going to run him with Bardock. If he's already has strong unique abilities, and then you run in Bardock that gives some extra support damage and the Super Saiyan crits, like he's going to be monstrous. Like think about the Red Gogeta, right? Like Red Gogeta's stats is already, his unique abilities and everything was really good, and then you put him with Bardock, like you see the damage that he does on that team makes no sense, bro. Like there's times where I'm running a blue unit and he's making my blue unit go to half health, which makes no sense, bro, off one combo. So I think that's the reason why they were scared, because he's a Super Saiyan, so they had to be super careful, and that's because that's bad game design. Compared what Garesh was saying, where they can't make any Super Saiyan units really good because they know that they're gonna run him with Bardock, right? So that's the hardest part about him, and I think that's why they had to tone him down and be real cautious about his two new unique abilities because they made him too good. You run him with Bardock, bro, this guy's gonna do insane damage, right? So I think that's one of the biggest flaws about him is because he is a Super Saiyan. That's why he wasn't as strong as people wanted him to be. So next thing I kind of want to talk about is I like this, right? I want to talk about this unique ability right here. When he comes in, extra damage to enemy with blast armor. It's good. It's good. I still wouldn't attack units with blast armor, right? Especially if they have like, you know, a decent amount of health, because either way they're going to take damage. I know they're going to take a ton more damage, but you know, they're going to start the combo. The only time I feel like this will be valuable is say they're on the brink of dying and you just do a blast and then they just go straight in and you can kill them while they're still blast arming. I think that's when it's gonna work. 40 damage inflicted is really good. I really like when he vanish steps and he restores ki by 30. So if you do PV, you can start a combo right there because you have 30 ki right there. And he restores his own gauge by 50. So that's actually really good because there was multiple times when I played with him and I vanished and I did a combo and I was able to get my vanish gauge again and I was able to stay with him and like the opponent will just automatically attack me and I could just dodge again, and it was really, really good. One of the clips is when I played against Corrupted Zamasu. He tapped me 2 times in a row and I was able to vanish. Got my vanish gauge twice and I was able to pop my blue card and kill him, bro. It gave me some clutch moments right there. So I really do like this ability right here. I do like this as well. I feel like they should have gave him some more blast damage instead, like just on regular compared to him doing extra damage on only enemies with blast armor. I feel like they should have came in like maybe like 40 damage inflicted and maybe like an extra 50 to blast damage. That would have been really dope instead of using that only against blast armor. So unlimited power. Now this is the most trickiest unique. This is kind of the one I have excuse me, the most issue with. Now, the reason why is because in order for you to get the strongest amount of his blue card, you have to stay with this character for 12 timer counts. It's really hard to stay with a character for 12 timer counts. Now, when I think about this unique ability, I think about Namek Goku. Namek Goku is somewhat similar. We can check in Namek Goku right now, right? We go to Namek Goku's thing. You see his transformation. You see this right here. The longer he stays, for 8 timer counts, he gets 70 damage inflicted buffs, right? So a lot of people are like, well, Grinoff, like they're basically the same. So why do you have an issue with Gogeta compared to Namek Goku, right? The thing with Namek Goku, why it works, why that unique ability works for the longer he stays in that timer count, 8 timer counts, is because of that blue card. Namek Goku has the mind games on you, right? When you face against Namek Goku, you're scared to drop a blast card because you don't know if that unit, if that enemy of yours is carrying a blue card, right? So he can really stay in the battlefield for 8 timer counts. It's easy because he has that mind game and you don't know if he has the blue card or not. So it's easy for him to get that damage inflicted buff, right? Like, you know, get like all his, like, you know, get that 70 damage inflicted buffs, right? But Gogeta doesn't have that with his blue card. First of all, his blue card is a dash up, right? So you have to dash up. Is like, it's not like a range one, right? You have to like run up, use the blast on it, right? So that's already a flaw. The second thing is it's not a counter, right? So people are not gonna be scared. They can just play aggressive because if they're long range, you're not gonna pop your blue like long range, right? Because they can dodge out of it and like start a combo on you, right? So that's why I felt like 12 timer counts is really hard to pull off with this unit. So I felt like they should have made this timer count a lot shorter. They should have made him get 70 special move damage and 5 timer counts. Like honestly, instead of 5 timer counts, you're only getting 20 because it's gonna be hard for him to stay in for 12 timer counts. But I guess they kind of wanted that to correlate with this Vantage gauge right here. But even with this, it's still very hard to pull off. The only time this can really pull off is if he's the last man standing, right? I think that's really the only value I really see in this. But I felt like they should have reduced this elapse thing for like at least like the 70 special move damage should have been for like 6 timer counts, 7 timer counts elapse, not for 12 because that's super hard. So that's kind of my thing with them. I really do like that his blue card is 30, right? You can pop as many blue cards as possible. It's not 50, it's 30. I really like that. Main build is really solid. It's really mediocre. You can easily pop a blue card right there. I really like that. As you can, it's basically something like an oak card, for example, for him. Like when they come in, they get key, and then they get the oak card. It's kind of similar like that. He pops that, he gets key, and he gets the blue card instantly. So that's really dope. He can heal and get extra damage inflicted, which is really solid. Let's go to his green card. This is when he's transformed. I like this. Green card, not bad. You get damage inflicted, reduced blast, and then he answers his new blue card. Really similar to like Ella Piccolo, you know what I'm saying, where Piccolo enhances his blue card as well. But Piccolo can only enhance it only 2 times, while this guy can enhance it as many times as he wants, right? So I think that's the thing that I like about this one compared to Piccolo's, is Piccolo can only enhance his blue cards twice. No, it makes sense for the anime, right? Because it takes him a long time to charge up the special beam cannon and everything. So this is really dope. And let's talk about the blue card. Massive damage explode. I really like that. I really do. And then the upgraded one is really good. You can make a lot of great plays on it. From the videos that I've been doing and from the matches I've been playing, you can honestly pop your green card, get the blue card, and just pop it, right? Just pop it, like, say mid-range. Just don't get PV'd. Like, your opponent's going to dodge, right? And then they're still going to be trapped, right? Because it's for 3 time accounts. You get locked in, and you can pop a rush with that. You could actually pop a rush in that 3 time account and lock that person in. So I feel like that's actually a great play right there. Is you can pop your blue card, make them vanish. They're still gonna be stuck and they won't have their vanish, and then you can just pop your rise and rush and kill that unit off. So say for example, they have like 18, right? No one doesn't want their 18 to get rushed. So you pop the blue, right? You pop the blue and then she dodges, and then you pop the main ability. I mean, not the main, but the rise and rush, you could take her out and stuff. So I really feel like this is actually a really good strategy right there. And just locking in units, right? Say if it does land, like say for example, Gohan has a sliver of health, right? The free FSK Gohan has a sliver of health. You can lock them in and finish them off but it has to be enhanced. You have to use the green card to enhance it for you to get the no switching. Because if it's a regular, it doesn't. So that's pretty much it right there. All in all, I think he's solid. I think a lot of people wanted him to be really strong, similar to like Purple Broly, where they wanted him to be OP. I think a lot of people wanted this DBS Gogeta to be OP because of nostalgia purposes. Because when he first came out, he was top dog, right? So people wanted him, when he got his Zenkai, they wanted him to be top dog again. But like I said, the thing that hurt him and that Purple Broly is because they're Super Saiyans, so they couldn't make him as strong as possible because of the game designs, right? Just bad game designs. But I still feel like he's really solid. I just don't think he's like ridiculously like a must-have unit, right, on your team. But I still think he gets the job done for sure. Like that like his base stats is really good on him. And yeah, I think he's not a bad unit. I think he's fair, balanced. I think he's really good. Like he's not like he's okay. Like he's really good. He's just not nothing crazy, right? So that's kind of my thoughts on him, running him and everything. Like I said, like his best team is definitely Super Saiyan, right? Because you get the Super Saiyan crits from Bardock, but it does take a long time for you to set it up because he has to transform. Then you have to switch to Bardock. Hopefully your opponent doesn't get a Rise and Rush by then, and then you have to switch into Gogeta again, and then start your combo for you to get the Super Saiyan crits and everything. So it does take a long time to set up, but his best team is, you could say, Super Saiyans, and then Fusion Warriors. I think he is the best blue, even with his Zenkai. It depends on your VB, right? If your VB is like 6 or lower, I think I will take him. And even if you have a higher VB, I think I like what's the name more. I like Gogeta. It's kind of hard to say because they both have good things that I like about both of them. It's gonna be hard, but if you have a VB that's like 6 or under, I think he's gonna be a better blue because his stats is better and everything. But if your VB is at like 9 and this guy's at Zenkai 7 and everything, I think I still rock with VB over this guy still. That blast armor, the lock-in blue card, this supreme blue card. I mean, old damage green card can nullify, can take out all the buffs, all that stuff. So that's kind of just my thoughts on him. My thing on him, I think he's really solid. Like I said, I think he's really solid. Just nothing busted, right? Because he's a Super Saiyan. They didn't want to make him crazy because of this man. They made him really good. Everybody would be complaining, right? So I'm kind of glad that they actually didn't make him nothing crazy. But his base stats is insane though. But his unique abilities are the new ones aren't really the best. But they had to do that, or else he was going to be insane, and Super Saiyans would have been ridiculous, right? So yeah, man, that's it with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, me just breaking down analysis. I think I'm gonna start doing this more after every time I Zenkai a unit, because I actually get to play with them instead of me watching people. I could actually, like, just have more of a better take on the unit. So comment down below what you think about this unit, what you think his weaknesses, his strengths, and all that stuff. And yeah, man, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, man. With Growth, man, and I'm out. Peace.